What's up, gang? It's your girl Tiana and I'm back for another video. So today, as you see by the title, I'm about to be telling y'all about my first fight. So this fight took place in 2020. Yes, I know y'all probably like, dang girl, you waited all your life to fight. So the girl I fought, we gonna call her Dusty Monster. There's no beef before now. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like me and her, we was real cool. Like, she would say what's up to me in the hallway. On one of the days I came to school looking cute, she'd be like, oh girl, like you looking cute, I like your hair. Or if I had like a nice bag on or something like that, like she would just compliment me. The same advisory, like as soon as she walked in, she would come just sit next to me and just tell me about one of the boys she was talking to or having sex with. She even put me in her private story. Like, we was really cool. In the back of my head, I knew she hung out with girls who didn't like me. She knew they didn't like me, and I knew they talked about me. My little cousin and Dusty Monster's little cousin used to go to the same school, but I guess Dusty Monster's little cousin got left back, so it was some type of beef. I don't really know, so I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and tell y'all a problem that really wasn't a problem. But like, I know my little cousin had asked me to go up to the school with her to go fight them. They're middle schoolers, and I, at the time, I think I was a junior. I did not feel right going up to a school with like 13-year-olds to go fight, and I'm 16, you feel me? So I was just like, I'm gonna sit that one out. I told my little cousin that. She like, okay. So then she ended up putting me on about the whole situation. It was this big thing, but Dusty Monster and her family, they try to act like they like that, but they really not. Dusty Monster's little cousin got beat up by my cousin's friend, and that was that, right? So it was like this big show on Snap. Dusty Monster and her cousin was putting it on. They was looking for my cousin and blah blah blah. They wasn't really looking for her, because if they was looking for her, they would have found her. So during the summer, Dusty Monster was in a car and she was giving oral sex to one of the boys she was talking to. Now y'all, no shade, no tea, but ran through is an understatement for Dusty Monster, okay? She has done it all, okay, with multiple people. And I'm not saying being a female who is very into sex and stuff like that is bad, but dang, Monster, she was not playing with y'all. She would really have different dudes on her Snap every day, and it was apparent they were dealing with each other sexually, bro. And I just think that's like really nasty. Like you will watch her Snap and be like, damn, another one. Like literally every day or every other day. When I seen a Snap, I immediately sent it to my best friend. I decided to use my other phone to record Dusty Monster Snap, right? Just in case, because you know, y'all, word of advice, if you know people don't like you, you need to low-key have things under your belt just in case they ever try to play with you. After she found out that the boy had posted it on her public Snap, she gonna make another Snap like, oh, if you seen that, mind your business. And I'm just looking at the Snap like, you're really a whore. A few weeks ago, my little cousin decided, since it was a year ago today since she made that visit to her old middle school with her friends, that she was gonna repost it.
That's jumping tonight! Oh!
Laughing emojis as a caption. So I guess Dusty Monster's little cousin was like she felt a way about it, but she knows she can't beat up my cousin, so like I guess she told her older cousin, and I don't know. So Dusty Monster, grown self, took it upon herself to text my cousin on some, I don't even know what she said, but I know I didn't like it, and so that's why I took it upon myself to text Dusty Monster, like, girl, like, you're not about to sit up here and bother my 15-year-old little cousin when you could bother me. So I text her, I'm like, yo, bro. She said, yo, I'm like, why you ever thought it was okay to text my little cousin or something like that? I'm put the screenshots like right here and stuff. And she like, oh, why you trying to press me, blah 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 blah. Like the way I approached her, it was never on some like, oh, lick up, let's fight, but it was on some mind your business. The Monster did not like that, so she started getting mad. She started going off, and she was like, bro, I'll slap you, link, suck my dick, blah 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 blah, just going off. But people really think like I'm really some scary little girl because I'm skinny and I'm short, but people really don't take me serious. At this point in my life, I felt like I had something to prove. Like how people always, anytime I argue with them, they be like, oh, you're scary, oh, like you can't fight or blah 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 blah. Like, I did not like that. And like, honestly, before this situation even happened, like, I've been itching to get in my first fight just to see if I could hold my own or not. Like, me and her arguing, she's saying crazy things like she looked better than me, she's smarter than me, like, she just going in, and I'm just like, girl, like, it's no way deep down in your heart you feel this way. Like, she know damn well she don't look better than me. Like, she know damn well she not smarter than me. But that's even besides the point. Like, why are you even bringing up things like that in an argument when we're arguing about something else? Like, huh? Like, the two don't go, girl. Like, just talking. So I'm like, girl, like, I don't even want to argue with you. It's either we're gonna fight or not. Like, so she's like, oh yeah, we could fight, and she sends me her addy. If you know anything about fighting, you know you don't go to nobody address for nothing. You don't go nowhere, nobody send you for nothing, because you never know what they got waiting for you. They could have a whole football team of people to beat you up, like, or they could have a gun or anything crazy wild. So I'm like, damn, like, do I go to this girl's house or not? Like, if I go to her house and she has mad people there for me, like, you know, so I'm like, you know what, girl, you gotta park by your house. Tells me to park, whatever. So then I'm like, she's too hyped for this situation. You coming to my hood, so please be prepared. So I'm like, girl, hold up. You trying to like lie me? What's going on? Like, what you, like, why you so hyped about this? Like, what you got waiting for me? Feel me? She's like, oh, I'm not gonna jump you. You frail, so it don't matter, blah blah blah. I'm just like, you know what? So she's still going. So then I'm like, you know what, girl, I don't care about what you're saying. I don't want to come to your hood. Can we meet halfway or whatever? So I'm telling her a part that we both are familiar with. It is out of the way for the both of us. But I'm like, girl, like, let's go here instead. She like, no, blah blah blah. I'm like, girl, this is not my hood either. We both inconveniencing ourselves to go fight. If it's really beef, just come fight. Like, okay, we don't even have to go to that part. You tell me a location, but not in your hood. And her with, you gonna send a halfway location or no? Spam her. She's still talking. I'm like, girl, like, are you gonna do it or not? If you're not, then just stop texting me. So I guess she was one of those people who wanted the last word, so she kept going. I'm like, this girl is crazy, like something's wrong or whatever, right? So then she seemed like I wasn't texting her back, so she was like, okay, if you're not coming to me, then stop texting me. So I just left her on open or whatever. I'm talking to my little cousin on the phone. I'm telling her what's going on. I told her, everybody heard the whole conversation, and me and her just laughing because this girl's really delusional. Like, she's crazy. So we laughed at her, whatever. So we came to the conclusion that we were gonna little fight her. Like, it wasn't no beef, and it just is what it is. So we're just gonna leave it at that, right? So, but as it's going on, I'm telling my best friend everything. I'm putting her on. I'm sending her screenshots of the conversation. Like, I'm just really putting her on or whatever, right? So it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. We're even at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, but we arguing, right? So my best friend's asleep though, so she's asleep or whatever. So it's just like, so I'm just putting her on right? So she woke up before me because she went to sleep before me. She's telling me like she arguing with her best friend and Dusty Monster going back and forth. She's going ham now. She's telling my best friend she's not like that. Now she's telling my best friend she's a bum and all this other stuff that don't matter. Is do you want to fight or not? Me and my best friend talking about it. She's like, girl, do you just want to go? Like, it's Dusty Monster. Like, who Dusty Monster know? I'm like, girl, like, we really don't know. You know what? YOLO, like, it is what it is. I need to have my first fight, and if she's gonna have to be the example I set for people, then it is what it is. I came to the conclusion I was about to fight her. I made a group FaceTime call with my best friend, my other friend, we gonna call her Deja, and my little cousin. So I'm all telling them like, yo, we about to go fight. I didn't even have to say too much. They already knew what time it was. So Deja started getting ready, and my little cousin, she was already outside, so she was just gonna come. I was putting my other friend on. Me and her was texting or whatever, and she ended up coming or whatever. And then I sent her my address, so she linked at my house, and then Deja came to my house, and then we all went to Bestie house, right? So yeah, so now we all at Bestie house, and I'm on the phone with my little cousin, and I'm like, oh, we all here. She like, I'm gonna meet y'all at the park or whatever, right? So the 4 of us go to the park or whatever, and then mind y'all, we didn't even tell Dusty Monster we was coming to her hood. Like, we just, because I didn't want to give her time to prepare. Like, I just wanted to pop up on her, feel me? And I feel like that was the best way to do it, because like if I told her, she would have more time to plan, get people, blah 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 blah. So if I just popped up on her, like she's not gonna not come outside because she don't want to seem scary. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna just do it like that. But with situations like that, girl, you need to be on go. If you told somebody to come to your house, you need to be ready. As soon as we got off the bus and we crossed the street and we was on the block of the park, my little cousin met us right there. And one of my other friends, we gonna call her Harmony. She lived close to the park. Tell her to pop out, so she came or whatever. So 5 minutes passed, 10 minutes passed, 20 minutes passed, 30 minutes passed, 40 minutes passed, and this girl's still not here. I get irritated. I was taking her this long to come, so I looked at her address to see how far she actually lived from the park, and it said a 5-minute walk. I'm like, why is it ever taking her this long to come or whatever, right? So I sent her a voice note screaming, telling her to come outside, like, I'm tired of waiting for her, blah, blah, blah. She like, don't rush me, I'm coming. Girl, what you mean don't rush you? Didn't you say you was ready? Don't you live 5 minutes away? Didn't you tell me to come to you? Why am I waiting this long? So I'm like, you know what? This girl not coming, we're gonna leave, right? So we all leave. Like, I don't have time for this. Like, this is not a game, girl. Like, she think this is a game and we gonna be waiting all day for her. She's crazy. So we left and we started walking to my friend Harmony's house. The store by there. So we like, okay, we're gonna go to the store, get some food, go to Harmony's house, right? So we in the store, whatever, and I'm blacking. I'm so tight. I'm like, why would she tell me to come? She not gonna be ready. Like, if we tell somebody pop out to your house to fight, you need to be on go that whole day. Like, what do you mean? Feel me? So they all laughing and stuff, and I'm just like highly irritated. My phone's dead. Friend who came to my house first, for her, Nicole. Like, there's a beauty supply store right across the street from the deli. So she's like, oh, come me to the beauty supply store. So we book in the street, and I'm like telling her, like, I'm like, Nicole, like, this girl's crazy. Like, why would she tell me to come to her house and she not ready? Nicole's like laughing and stuff. She think it's funny. I'm like, girl, like, I'm literally tired. So I'm just like, oh my god. So she goes in the beauty supply store. I ain't have a mask on. I made her go by herself. So bestie walks across the street and she's like, oh, like, what's wrong? I'm telling her. I'm like, girl, like, this is crazy. Like, this girl ain't like that. Nicole comes out the beauty supply store, and then me, bestie, Nicole walk back across the street to the deli to meet Deja and Harmony, right? And my little cousin. So we all in the store. Harmony's ordering fried chicken. Deja's getting fruit punch and hot chip, and I'm just like, what's going on? Like, this girl can tell us she ready at any time, and y'all lacking right now. Harmony, like, girl, like, relax, like, it's not even that serious. I'm like, relax. Like, Bessie texted Dusty Monster, and she told her, like, my phone died, and to text her, be ready.
Moments later,
Monster texts Bestie, like, she here. So now my adrenaline immediately start pumping, my heart beating. My god, like, it's time, blah 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 blah. So Bestie tells Dusty Monster to meet us at a different park by the deli we was at, right? So she like, okay, cool. So now I'm telling them, like, oh, she coming, let's go, let's go. Little black lady in a scarf gonna come up to us like, who's Tiana and Bestie? And Tiana and this Bestie, like what happened? She like, oh, I'm Dusty Monster's big sister. Now we got an even bigger Dusty Monster. Oh, like, what's, like, put me on, like, what's going on? Like, why you wanna fight her? That's trying to go, where's Dusty Monster at? They're in the car. That car across the street. Sister like, yeah. Oh, why you here talking to us? Tell her to come outside. The way she was saying it was on some like, I came to make the peace. That's the only reason why I was coming to her respectful and even answering her questions. Even if she did come to make the peace, like, I wanted to fight this girl. So my bestie like, is she gonna come out the car? She like, yeah, but they move on my time. Looking in the car is tinted, so we can't really see, but we see two heads. So she gets in a car with Dusty Monster and her cousin, talking as she putting in her seatbelt, and then they start driving towards the park. All outside, and we getting hyped. They all hyped me up like, yeah, Tiana, you about to beat her up. I'm just quiet because I didn't want to freaking like make a big deal and then I get washed. So I was just trying to, you know, be low key but still like talk my shit. Even if I did get washed, I would still be talking like, who really gonna shut me up? Okay, we get to the park. We came and for one entrance and they came from the other. People in the park already knew what time it was when they see us come and them come. When I walked up, I'm like, damn, like, I'm really about to fight. Like, this is crazy, right? But my adrenaline had like went down. Like I felt calm for some reason. I was hyped that whole time. Now it's on the fight, I'm calm. People telling me like keep my head up during the fight, like don't put my head down. The time I seen Dusty Monster was 8 months ago, before quarantine happened. So I was just like, damn, like she's bigger than I remembered her. So I'm like, damn, like Tiana, I'm telling myself in my head, I'm like, Tiana, you cannot get beat up. Tiana, you cannot get beat up. Tiana, you cannot get beat up. Like, so I squared with her. She started walking towards me. I started walking towards her. And then we just swung at the same time. She swung at me. I weaved and punched her. Soon as she swung first, she put her head down. I'm like, what the f? I'm like, clearly she don't know how to fight. So she put her head down. And then her first hit missed. And then I grabbed her by her shirt and I just started punching her in her face like this. Punching this girl like my leg pinning on her. I was hitting her mad hard. We backing up into the jungle gym. So I'm like, hell no. Like if she get me in this corner, it's quiet for me. Like I'm gonna get beat up. I her and I stopped and I took her and I tried to like swing her. So when I swung her, why her whole shirt came off, y'all? What? This dummy didn't have on a bra. So I took off her shirt. Her titties is out, y'all. Her titties is out. I'm trying to snatch the shirt from her and really embarrass her, but she was not letting go of that shirt. That was one thing she was not doing. Okay, keep the shirt ugly, so I let go of the shirt, and and I guess she thought I was gonna give her a minute to put it on. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, I was not. Run up on her again, and I start punching her and stuff. So now I guess she like she don't want to fight no more. But she wanted to say she didn't want to fight no more. So she started hitting me, and then she like took her big body and she hugged me, and we both fell to the floor. Her big body self was on top of me. What I should have done was turn on my stomach and get up like that, but I didn't want to be lacking, and she just started hitting me in my head or something like that. So I turned to my back so I could see this girl, and like I'm like kicking up. I don't know. So I'm like kicking her up off me or whatever, right? So then she lays her big body on one of my legs and I can't move it. So now I'm just taking my other foot and I'm like healing her in the back. At the floor, Deja and my little cousin helped me up. Oh shit, like I just won.
Round two. All right. Round two. It's the shirt off for me, y'all. Round two.
So I'm like round two. I start screaming round two before again. Neither one of us like hit the floor or nothing crazy happened. I did get more hits in, I'm not gonna lie. I had this girl in a headlock and I was like punching her in the face like this. At one time, this girl hit me in my face. She hit me in my body, my stomach, my back, like my neck. She not hitting me in my face, and I'm just like, wow, like just really get right. I'm all out of breath. So I went on the bench to sit down and catch my breath, and I'm just like. And my friends gonna come up to me like, yeah, Tiana, you did that. Yeah, Tiana, yeah, Tiana. Just amping yourself, and I'm laughing.
This bitch is talking about.
Okay, but they both amping me. I'm just laughing and stuff because it's just like, no fucking way. I just had my first fight just now. Like, no way. They all laughing and stuff. So now, why the cousin and the big sister were like round 3? I said, huh? I'm like, round what? She like, yeah, round 3, y'all gonna get it on again. I looked at Dusty Monster. Dusty Monster did not want to fight. She was not on no round 3. She was real quiet, real mousy in the back. What was for that? Like, I thought you went to fight so bad. Like, why you not amped up trying to fight me again? I'm telling them like, nah, I don't want to fight. Like, just leave me alone type shit. And they still following us. I would have fought her again, but I would beat her up again. I would have won that again. Then they would have won it around 4. And I would have won again. Then round 5, I would have won. We were just supposed to keep fighting? Hell no, I'm not doing that. So she like, no, y'all are, or whatever, right? She said, no, y'all are, or I'm gonna pop on Deja. I'm like, you don't even know Deja. Like, why you gotta fight Deja? If anything, they pop on me again. When you got a problem with, right? So pop on me again. They're not trying to pop on me. They trying to fight Deja. She gonna come spray me in my eyes, spray my little cousin. As soon as she sprayed me, Harmony and my bestie are pulling me away, and they try to get me like away from them or whatever, right? But, and then I don't know who said this, but somebody was like, Tiana, your little cousin, they're jumping her. So I'm like, I can't say. So, anyways, I'm not gonna even tell y'all what happened over there because I didn't see it. So, but basically, they was telling me how, Harmony and Bestie pulled me away, and we went to somewhere to go pour water on my eyes. And what you call it? Deja stayed back to help my little cousin. And they threw bleach, they pepper sprayed them, and they jumped them. So yeah, that's that. I really hope Dusty Monster don't think it's sweet for her, because it's super quiet when I see her.